Land of the Giants out here off Nelson's Bay. And we're going to be chasing some big marlin today, hopefully. Well, little marlin, but in the tinny, tell you what, if we get onto a marlin, it'd be good to see. We'll just show anyone that you can get a marlin in a tinny if you want. A little bit of swell and a wind around today. It's going to kick up pretty badly later, the wind, so we're hoping to be out of here by 11 o'clock. Would be good. Sun's just coming up over the mountain, and we're going to be heading straight to the bait grounds to get some live bait, and then we're going to be slow trolling live baits for some big marlin and whatever's around. Hopefully we hook up. Alright. Click back when we're on the bait ground. Looks like a yakka. Yeah, they're on the bottom, eh? Oh my god.
A whiting.
Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at that. A whiting on a bait jig. Unbelievable. Some weird species of some sort, or colourful. Probably a good live bait, but it's hilarious. A whiting. Makes you wonder what else is down here. We're almost got enough here. Got about 6 in the esky at the moment. Just need a couple more and we'll be out of here chasing some marlin. Some type of pelagic anyway. Oh, he's got one. Oh, slimy. 2 slimies. 3 slimies. Oh no, lost one. I lost one. I've still got 2. I can't get them in. They're big. Oh, it's a Bonito, that's why. Got him. Slimy. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. I was very happy about that. Yeah, we got enough. We got enough, bro. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, we're going for the big ones now. Live slimy on there. This one's got a sinker, 100-pound trace. And we're just going to slow troll them. I do have one with no sinker as well. And hopefully we pick up something massive. Big 8-0 hook on there, so we're not mucking around. Really after a pelagic, hopefully a marlin. Both of us have never caught a marlin before, so it'll be really exciting for us if we do. We'll be certainly making some noise. Single one's out there. There we go, I'm just going to floating one on this, no sinker at all, and yeah, hopefully get a monster. crossing on the way home. Lucky we weren't too far out. 10k out, bit wild, that's for sure. We're going to be extremely wet by the time we get back. Oh, well, better than nothing. Just decided to do a little bit of reef bashing because I threw my guts up. Must have had a couple of too many drinks last night and threw my guts up. But that's not bad. First bait, nice little trag. About 50 centimetre size, I suppose, but at least we caught something. Pretty close in for trag. Very close. Just gonna go a jig head. Snapper then. Sharp, snappy.
Yeah, like whack, 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 whack.
Yeah, snapper. I'm just going to jig head, I'm too lazy to rig up. Jig head on the strip.
Will it work?
Oh, oh, Jesus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Might have a shark. I had a slimy mackerel head on this and it's got smashed. I don't think it's a snapper. Yeah, I don't think it's a snapper. Could be wrong, but well, my one's going off. It's like if they don't get put in the rod holder or something. It's coming in. Doesn't be too large. Yeah, it mustn't be too large. It's coming in. I think it may be a shark though. A lot of weight. Not mucking around with this setup either. Won't let it stay out there long, that's for sure. Oh, well, there he goes. That says to me it was a shark. He bit me off on a 100-pound line, so yeah, definitely a shark there. Definitely a shark.
That was a good fight, Mark.
We're just using some strip baits down here. Fishing just with a jig head actually, very light. But I'm just using a jig head because I can't really be bothered rigging up at the moment. Fucking dummy that quick. Oh, Bonito's chasing them all. Jig head, look at them all. They're chasing jig heads. There's hundreds of Bonito down here at the moment. I've got just a jig head on, no bait, and it just got smashed. That was crazy. I'm going to put a bit of strip on just for good time. There's that many Bonito down here. There must be hundreds of them. I got mine on a jig head. Didn't even... Did you see how many there was?
Everywhere.
Only hundreds of them. Yeah, I was winding that jig head in and I was like, oh no, they're eating my strip. Bonnies everywhere eating bonnies.
Watch out for foot.
They're everywhere. There's a big school under the boat. I don't even think they can eat my... I got a big strip of Bonito. I think my Bonito's too big. But they're about... They're only... Two more? Yeah. Huge school of bonnies. It's good to see.
Can we take them back to bait?
Yeah. May as well keep a few. I should get the spinner out. We're allowed to use spinner out here. Haul a fair few in. They're just following the boat. Oh, big snapper bite. Oh yeah, big snapper, I think. Yeah, I think I got a big snapper here. Oh, it's not big, but... Whoa, kingfish. Kingy, and it looks like a keeper. Another kingy following him. Oh, he's close to a keeper. I think he's 65, he'd be very close. Whoa. It's all happening.
Oh no, hang on, one's going off too, man.
Oh, yeah, it's going on. There's kingy following this kingy. He's going to be close to legal. I'm not sure if he's going to quite make it. It's going to be close. Calm down, mate. Nowhere near. Yeah, he's only a bit over 50. You're bigger than that. Now I'll get that Bonito strip back out. Good fun on the kingies are great fun on the light line. Try and get another one of them. It's all happening here. I finally got a snapper here. I'm not doing too well out here actually. I'm violently ill. I'm not feeling the best at all. Yeah. I don't think I've got long left in me actually. I'm not feeling the best. It's rocking the weather. Nice little snapper, probably about 30, a bit over. Slight bit better. Still don't think he's spectacular, but he might be a keeper. Oh god, boat's rocking around everywhere. Yeah, nice little snapper. Nice little snapper there. Getting up that 40 centimetre size, but good eating size. Gonna take him home, I think. We'll spike him and put him out of his misery. Beautiful fish, but oh, there's another chunk. Ooh, took a bit of drag there. Seems they like the pilchard chunk, the slimy chunk. Feels like another snapper. Good, we're starting to get a couple. Come a long way, so we've got to take a couple of fish home for a feed. And whoa, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Slightly bigger again, so we're on the right track. They're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. Loving these little slimy mackerel chunks I'm dropping down. This little snapper really firing up on it. Probably a panty. This little snapper, we'll let him go. He's a bit borderline, so. Another snappy, they're loving it. Loving those cubes. And I'm being extremely lazy, just using the jig head as a hook, but it's doing the job.
snapper, and he just licked him. Oh, hooked him in the snout. Anyway, I'll put him on the table too. Me and Jason will take a couple of fish home. Nice solid one, that one actually. He's pretty wide. Got him that time. Oh, or did I? No, dropped him then. That'll teach me for putting the bail arm over. Ooh. Little snapper. Little Wesky fillers these are. Oh, this one's a bit smaller. Just died off a bit. Smallest one yet, actually. This might be the final snapper because we're about had it. We've come to about the end of our energy, I should say. Oh, that's a nice hooker. Got him a skull hook. Very interesting. Really healthy condition out here. Really thick fish.
Well, it's certainly rough, and I'm certainly saturated. Jason's having a good time here too. I tell you what, we're lucky we didn't go any further out. We're lucky we didn't go any, weren't 10k out when this hit, because wow, it's rough. That's it, we're done. That was the worst journey on the way back. I lost my hat, we got saturated. It was just a horrible ride home. I got a sore ass, but we're back now. So yeah, it was a bit of average trip really. We were trying for the marlin, but we couldn't get out there, so we ended up just settling for some snapper and trag, and we got a feed anyway. But yeah, not the best conditions. Should have waited for a better day to get up here.
Here we have a lovely fish stock in the making. Got the trag, snapper, even got the bonito head in there. And I've just taken out the gills and guts, so it's just bones and flesh. And it's going to make a beautiful fish stock. We're going to turn this into a lovely seafood laksa. And yeah, we'll flash back soon when it's boiling up. Let's have a look at this. It's been going for probably about half an hour, maybe a bit longer. And as you can see, as soon as you touch it, it all just falls to pieces. And that's what you want. You want it all just to fall apart. Get all the goodness out of it, all the flavour, all the nutrition out of the bones and everything. So all I'm going to do with this now is just strain it off into a bigger pot, or into a pot the same size, and discard of all this waste in the garden, compost it in. Alright, I'll show you the ingredients I'm going to add to it now. Look at this. Fresh trag, snapper, prawns, scallops, cherry tomatoes from the gardens, lemongrass from the garden, and that's palm sugar there. And we've got chili, chives, the white bits I have on this side, and this is pretty much the order I'm going to cook it in. So I'm going to add the flavour to the stock straight up, and then we're going to add the fish, and I may wait on the prawns a little bit. We might add them a little bit later. Same with the scallops, we'll keep those two to later. We want them nice and tender. I'll chuck in these straight away with the fish and the chili and shallots there. And mushrooms next, broccolini, bok choy, the green bits of the spring onion, and just lime, a lot of lime there. That's why we've got the sugar to contrast it. And yeah, beautiful fresh dish. And as you can see on the instructions here, oh, it's not going to eat. It tells you to add not a lot, really. It tells you to add a couple of things. So you just use these things as a guide. Yeah, you don't really, well, I don't follow them too much. I take the broader look of it and add what I want to it. I reckon mine's going to be about 10 times nicer. Anyway, we'll flash back when we're cooking. Look at that. It's glistening in the light there. I'm blocking the light actually, but anyway, you can see a little bit of light. Yeah, that should be beautiful. So we're just going to start adding our ingredients to it, and this is going to be absolutely beautiful. I forgot to show you the noodles as well. I've got rice noodles to put in there. Vermicelli noodles actually. Alright, we'll start cooking. Laksa paste first. That was just a bit of water into it. Then I add this to a lot of my soups. It's a chili oil, chili bean, black bean oil, and adds a lot of depth to your soups. It's really quite a nice thing to add to your Asian style dishes. Alright, we're going to add the seafood to it now. We'll add the coconut milk too. Get that in. All the coconut milk. This is a big soup I'm making. It's probably double what the recipe says, but I'm adding a lot of flavour, so it's going to be really nice. Now let's get the seafood in there. So we want to put the fish in first. I've just kept the fillets whole. It doesn't really matter because they're going to break up in there. Once it cooks up, it's all going to break up. They're going to add more flavour. More flavour to the dish as well. And we're going to add the prawns and scallop towards the end so they'll be nice and tender and perfectly cooked. Look at that fish, it's already cooking up nicely straight away. Alright, with that fish, we're going to add, let's see if we can do this without spilling anything, the hard bits of the spring onion and the chili, if you would like chili into it. I might actually put that broccolini in too, because that'll take a bit to cook. And I've got these vermicelli noodles here as well. I just soak them in cold water and then cut them in half, so they're a good length, easy to eat. We'll add them towards the end of the dish. They're pretty much ready to eat right there. Alright, that's been cooking for a while. Don't want to cook it too long because you want the colour still in that broccolini there. So it's been cooking for about 5 minutes and that fish is already breaking up beautifully there. Okay, now we're going to add the mushrooms. And I'll add the bok choy as well. We'll start squeezing these limes in. Lucky enough these are seedless, I think. Yeah. We'll keep a couple of limes just for the end, so you can add a bit to your dish extra if you like. some people might like more lime than other people, so just keep a couple of for the end there, for the garnish your bowl. Smell the flavours coming off this already. I haven't added any salt or anything to this yet, so we may need to add a bit of seasoning. We'll just see what it tastes like. It's going to have a fair bit of kick of flavour. I might just add a bit of salt to add a bit more depth to it. Salt's always good for depth. Alright, I think we'll get those prawns and scallops in there. Oh, and I almost forgot the Bible ingredient. That was meant to go in earlier. Palm sugar. Get that in there. That'll cook up. Tomatoes, lemongrass in there. Yeah, that was meant to go in there first with the fish, but anyway, that'll cook in. It's going to have lots of colour in it, that's for sure. But all these things are going to cook into the soup and add more flavour to it. So we've got the original fish stock, what we made out of the frames and head, and that had flavour already. And then we just started adding more stuff to it after we strained all that stuff out. And we just add more flavour every time we add more stuff, more flavour. Just let that cook for a couple of minutes before that tomato to cook down a little bit before I add the scallops and prawns. Alright, those tomatoes have started to cook down now, so we'll add the last of the garnishes, which is the coriander and spring onion. We will add the scallops and prawns. As I said, it's all going to add more flavour. And we'll also add the vermicelli noodles. Now they don't need much cooking. You just soak them in cold water and then just strain it out. And they're really thin, so they don't need much cooking at all. But neither does that seafood, so we're going to get that in there. Now this is a massive serve. This is like, if you're serving it up, you'll probably get like 8 bowls at the restaurant or something, probably more. Give it a taste, and we'll just add what we need. If we think it needs a bit of salt, a bit of sugar, a bit of lime, we'll see. Oh, it's got so much different depth in it, so much flavour. I think it is a little bit bitey, so I'm going to add one more palm sugar. Break that palm sugar into that. It's just to whatever taste you think it's nice. Wow. Scallops, prawns, fresh fish, fresh veggies. Can't get a better meal than this. It's really good for you. Just by the colours you can tell it's good for you, let alone the seafood in it. Alright, I reckon that's about ready. Have the final taste test now. It's got all those flavours cooked through it there. Yum. Just seems like the longer it's cooking for, the nicer it's getting. I really can't wait to get into a bowl of this. Alright guys, if you ain't fishing, you're wishing, and I'll see yous on the water.
Catches.